momentum right now that is in Bitcoin, Ether?
Thesis of flight to safety. With the banking crisis, many people realized that this is really what Bitcoin was born to do. It was born to be an asset where you control the keys, you hold your money, and nobody else does. And I think that's why we saw this big jump.
In terms of where you see Bitcoin and Ethereum's prices going, what's your outlook?
Bitcoin surged past $30,000. Is another crypto boom on the way? Are Bitcoin and Ether flight to safety assets? What does this mean for the future of crypto? In today's video, Cathie Wood has shared her viewpoint on the future of Bitcoin and Ethereum. She's also shared her advice for the investors. So stay tuned until the end of the video, and of course, be sure to subscribe to my channel for more of the latest updates on the economy, crypto, and the market. Let's get into it.
I think the most remarkable of all the indicators that we monitor was Bitcoin during the crisis. Now, it typically acts like a risk-off. It tends to do poorly during risk-off periods. This time it did the opposite. From March 10th, when it bottomed at 19,500, it has soared 55% to $30,270. Ether has gone up 51% from 1,370 to 2,076. So these previously volatile, risk-on metrics are acting like flight to safety. Well, we think this is a theme that you should be watching out for. We think a lot of innovations out there are going to be the flight to safety. Why? Because they're going to disrupt the traditional world order.
Bitcoin has rallied more than 80% so far this year, blowing past the psychologically important $30,000 point for the first time in 10 months earlier this week, and spurring calls of a new bull market. It's amazing how Bitcoin and Ether have behaved, especially during the crisis. They used to be risky and unstable, but now they're like safe havens. They've both surged more than 50% since March. This shows that people are trusting them more and more as alternatives to the traditional system. A lot of innovations like Bitcoin out there are going to be the flight to safety. According to Cathie Wood, they're going to disrupt the traditional world order. They're going to challenge the power of governments and banks and corporations. They're going to give people more freedom and control over their money and data. Let's get into the next clip to hear more from Cathie Wood regarding the future of Bitcoin and Ether.
What are Bitcoin and Ether doing? They are, by the very fact that they're being considered flight to safety like gold, that's really interesting and suggests much broader based adoption and acceptance than I think most people understand. And given the government's railing against crypto and really putting pressure in all kinds of regulatory ways on it, we do believe this is going to become an election issue. What's been interesting about this flight to safety is the mega cap tech stocks have been beneficiaries. And we believe that that's a bit of a head fake, and it will not be sustained. And in fact, the FANGs, the former disruptors, are being disrupted more and more. We know that TikTok has taken a lot of consumer mind share from Facebook and Netflix and other social networks. We know that social commerce is taking share from Amazon, which isn't a social media site. And we know that ChatGPT with plugins is, we think it's a big problem for Google and its search franchise, and even for Apple with plugins. We may not have to go to any app. ChatGPT might just take us straight to OpenTable. And that way, Apple won't get its 15 to 30% tax. So we're sure they'll all pivot. We know Apple has a lot of fintech and healthcare and everything. But, its apps, that was recurring revenue. Apps and other services were recurring revenues as opposed to the hardware, which is not recurring revenue, at least not annual recurring revenue. So we would say that there is a flight to safety, certainly led by crypto assets. And it is telling us that the world is transforming and will continue to transform.
The Bitcoin price has gone up and reached above $30,000 amid this banking crisis. This shows that investors are looking for a safe haven asset that can preserve their wealth in a volatile market. Bitcoin and Ether are part of a larger transformation that's changing the world for the better. Crypto assets aren't just a speculative bubble or a fad. They're a paradigm shift that will redefine the future of money and society. Both Bitcoin and Ether have grown in popularity and acceptance in the past few years. It also reflects the ongoing transformation of the world economy and society, driven by innovation and technology. Let's get into the next clip to hear more from Cathie Wood, but of course, be sure to give a big old thumbs up to this video.
Pretty excited about innovation. This time is so different from the tech and telecom bubble. The tech and telecom bubble is when the seeds were planted for everything that's happening now. In fact, the seeds were planted from 1980, the PC, to the internet. And it has taken 25, 30, 35 years of germination. But now the seeds are coming to life. And these are astonishing innovation platforms. And we do believe they will become the flight to safety as investors get away from the benchmarks, which really are all about past successes, and starts focusing on the future. After all, what is investing but about the future?
Some people say the tech and telecom bubble of 2000 was a bubble that burst, but Cathie Wood thinks it was more like a seed that was planted. You see, the tech and telecom bubble wasn't just about hype, it was about innovation. She highlighted that Bitcoin is in a similar situation right now. Bitcoin is a digital currency that is decentralized, it's secure, and it's scarce. It's also become a safe haven for investors in times of uncertainty. She believes that Bitcoin and blockchain are the seeds of the next wave of innovation that will change the world in the next 25 to 35 years. They're decentralized, peer-to-peer systems that enable new ways of exchanging value in the digital world. They're not dependent on the traditional financial system or intermediaries. They're the future of money and finance. Cathie Wood believes that they're a safe haven for investors who want to escape from the outdated benchmarks and invest in the future potential of technology. But what about you guys? What do you think? Do you agree that crypto assets are a safe haven? Is another crypto boom on the way? Is the crypto winter officially over? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more updates and insights on the economy, crypto, and the market. Be sure to hit that bell icon to never miss any video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Adios.